What happens when you get a book that is messy and toxic? You get The Villainaire by Nicole Jackson. Yes. But this is not the only book that has messy and toxic relationships. So I'm going to be comparing a couple other urban romance books that have the same intensity. My name is Raquel. Welcome and welcome back. So, The Villain Era. The Villain Era is about Rain and Lulu, who are friends, and then you have Finesse and Merc. They meet on Christmas Day. They go out with the intention of just chilling that day and having a good Christmas. Later that year, they are still together. Lulu is with Finesse and Rain is with Merc. It was supposed to be a one night stand. Instead, they're in a full blown relationship. The problem is Rain is thinking maybe this moved too fast because the things that she thought was cute and funny are now getting on her nerves and she is just not with it. So Rain decides that she's not going to be sacrificing her happiness and to continue on with this relationship. She will lie, cheat, and steal for her happiness. And you can't really be mad at that. Not really. I mean, I don't want to sacrifice my happiness for anybody either. I don't know about the lie, cheat, and steal thing, but this is Rain, not me. Um, while Rain is rethinking her situation, Vanessa is rethinking his as well. And then a tragedy strikes. So it gets a bit more complicated. So this book it's a short, it's about 135 pages. I am a Nicole Jackson fan. I love her books. This one, I believe part two is going to be better than part one because I think for this one it was just kind of okay. But I also think it's because, not because it's a short, because she has shorts that really is putting the pen to the paper. This one, it seems like she's just kind of introducing you to the character. You get a little bit of drama, and then there's the cliffhanger. So I was a bit disappointed. I just kind of wanted more. I didn't get it, so I am anticipating it in book two. So then, if you like this type of messiness, you can also get Even When It's Wrong by Nicole Jackson. This one is about a girl named Maya who is beaten down by her mom to the point where, like, I literally felt bad for her. She is beaten down by her mom to the point where she's like, you know what? No matter what I do, I'm wrong. So I'm just going to do me. And I don't care what nobody thinks about it, which is cool. But once everybody starts coming at her, like even the person who has always had her back, her grandma, comes at her, what does she do? She doubled down like, nope, I'm doing me. It's too late. You guys did not care when I was sad. You didn't care when I was hungry. You didn't care when I looked a mess. And now I got it going on. I'm just out here. And now you got something to say? I'm not trying to hear it. And so it is a really good story. I truly enjoyed it. Um, Yeah, I truly enjoyed it. This is one of the books, one of my go tos for when I'm in a reading slump. I already know what it's about, so if I step away and come back while it's reading, no big deal. But if I'm reading it, it's still no big deal because I've read and listened to this book so many times that I'm not missing anything. But it kind of, I don't know, maybe it gives me a different feel. It makes me happy. I'm not sure, but this is one, excuse me, this is definitely one of my go tos for a reading slump. And then we have Kiss It Better by Siobhan Latrice. This is part of the Crenshaw series. It is book number 5, I believe. It's Bashar and Mixie. Bashar and Mixie have been together since high school. Now they're adults. Bashar is an attorney and Nixie is mom to their baby girl. It's apparent now that Nixie is battling with mental health issues. And losing Bashar is not an option. She feels like if I can't have him, no one will. The problem is he's not hers anymore. Yeah, this last stunt that Nixie pulled, Bashar cut her off. He was like, nope, I can't do this no more. I am gone. I'm out. And in Nixie mind, she's like, nah, you can't leave me. Like, I won't let that happen. But it's partially Bashar's fault because all the things that she has done in the past, Bashar would, ignore it or, act like it's no big deal. So, he's suffering in silence just to be with this girl who he feels like is the love of his life. But obviously, she wasn't. Like, you can't hold back and not be yourself in order to make somebody else happy and call them the love of your life. The love of your life is going to allow you to be you. You're going to allow them to be them. And you're going to be happy in that space. For sure, has never been able to be himself, to be okay. He's always had to worry about what he's saying or what he's doing, how that's going to affect Nixie. And when it affects Nixie, what's she gonna do next? Like, what crazy thing is she gonna jump out and do now? Another thing is his family doesn't really like Nixie. This is a very close knit family. And so for her to be on the outside, I know that was a problem for Bashir, but not only for Bashir, for their family. They have a lot of gatherings and do things together. And for her to be there is awkward. For her not to be there, I'm sure doesn't feel good to Bashar. So yeah, she's gonna have to deal with this one way or another. And then she knows these other two women who um they're in the mix with Bashar, and so that's a problem for Nixie. Nixie cannot imagine another woman with her man, and I get it. The problem is you never acted like you wanted him, you know? So you have to deal with, your antics and what happens next. And I get that she has a mental issue, but like in my head, if you got a mental issue, you need to be working on you. You really don't have time for a man anyway, right? Am I right or am I right? So, yeah, all of these books have some similarities in the storyline, kind of that toxic messiness going on. These women are crazy. Um, Maybe I shouldn't say crazy, but these women are, yeah, they have some stuff going on with them because some of this stuff nobody would be doing unless they're either in survival mode, have some mental health issues, or are just so selfish and self absorbed that they cannot see. Like, I don't see anybody doing these types of things purposely and then think that it's going to be okay. So, that is Even When It's Wrong, The Villain Heir, and Kiss It Better. These are all really great stories that I enjoyed within the same vein. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, see you soon.